a very impactful session that will be very brief. We are live. An amazing. This is going to be an amazing session. So if you are live, comment where you are watching from. Comment your name and where you're watching from. Our slide is looking to get in this particular session. It's going to be an awesome time this evening. All right, in a minute or two, our slide will be up and we will be ready to share and talk about something very, very important in this session. All right, so who can see the slide there? Oh, good evening, Princess. Good to see you. So in just a minute, we'll bring the slide and we will be good. All right. All right. All right. All right. Good evening, everyone. This is David Obina here, and I want to specially welcome you to this particular training titled Finance Growth and Intelligence Basics with David Obina. It's going to be a brief one. In less than 30 minutes, we're going to have a conversation and we're going to have so much value. If you are live, once you come live, please drop your name and where you're watching us from. And if you get anything valuable, I want you to share it in the comment section. And for those who will possibly watch the replay, I want you to also let us know your name, where you're watching from, and anything of value that you got from this session. And so this particular session is powered by Prosperous Training Hub, basically a community where we raise wealth-minded individuals who are committed to building and creating wealth for themselves and sustaining same wealth through businesses and investments. Real estate being the foundation of such, because myself, I am into real estate. So we're not just going to talk real estate here. We're going to talk finance. We're going to talk finance growth. We're going to talk business growth and development. We're going to talk investments. We're going to talk real estate. We're going to talk real estate marketing. We're going to talk real estate, making money from the real estate industry generally, right? So it's not only for realtors. If you are a growing business person or a business owner, this is a platform that's going to be beneficial for you. So today, in this short period of time, we want to talk about finance growth and intelligence basics. And so let me start off before talking about the objectives of this training by saying that your finance, your personal income cannot grow beyond the level of financial intelligence that you have. Your finance, the income that comes to your life, cannot grow beyond the level of intelligence that you have. So if this is your finance, the growth of your finance, it cannot surpass the intelligence that you have about money and finances. So for your finance to grow, your financial intelligence have to grow. For your finance to grow, your financial intelligence has to grow. And so that's why we're talking about finance growth and intelligence. One more thing before I take you into the objectives of this class, of this training. Financial intelligence and the understanding of financial growth is the foundation for a successful real estate agent or someone who wants to be effective in the real estate business. Real estate is an investment kind of product. So you cannot successfully sell it and sell it well or sustainably if you don't have the foundation, which is an understanding of money, how money comes, how money is earned, how money is kept, how money is grown, how money should be spent. If you don't understand that, you will not succeed as a business person or as a real estate business person, because the foundation of success and sustainable success in the real estate industry is having financial intelligence. As a matter of fact, most of the clients you're going to meet in real estate may not even be aware of the power or what real estate can do for them. It will be you bringing to them financial education, increasing their intelligence through education that will bring them to the point where they know that real estate could be that product or vehicle that could skyrocket their income no matter what it is that they may be doing. So this is one of the critical foundation for which I am going to be running this series of trainings every week beginning from today. All right, let's go into the meat of the matter. So our training objectives for this few minutes, we're almost 10 minutes gone into our time. At the end of this training, every participant here should be able to, number one, define money. Everyone who actively participates in this training should be able to define money. Number two, every participant should be able to know what real value is, what value really is. Everyone should be able to know what value really is. Okay, I hope the network is not so bad that we cannot. I hope the network is not so bad. All right. So let's talk about money. Money is that subject that inwardly everybody desires to have a lot of it. Everybody desires to do with a lot of it, but not everyone an ample understanding about it. This is very, very critical. Everyone desires to have it, everyone desires to enjoy it, but not everyone has an ample understanding of it. Okay, so let's talk about it. And then it's not something that is taught in school, it's not something that is taught in some households as well, right? So it's very important that we talk about it. And if we are going to be investment advisors, as people who communicate the opportunities in real estate to people, we must get to understand money. So let's talk about money. What really is money? What is money really actually? And so I've given a very simple definition here because at the end of the day, we should be able to have an understanding or a knowledge of the definition of what money is in simple terms. There are different approaches. You look at it, but we're talking about money as per the currency which everybody so seeks to use to meet each of the needs that we all have. So money is basically the widely accepted units and medium of exchange for value amongst people within a specific geographic area. So money is geography sensitive. What we use as money in a particular geography may not be what's accepted as money is in another geography, right? So in a particular geography, money is that which is generally or widely accepted as a unit or a medium of exchange for value amongst people. It's whatever is commonly accepted as a medium of exchange for value. Take note of those words because we're going to talk about it as we progress. So here are some basic facts about money. Here are some basic facts about money. We define money as that generally acceptable units and means of exchange for value amongst people within a specific geography. And so people is a critical word there. And so some basic facts about money includes that money, however form it bears, comes from people. Money, however form it bears, comes through people, and money comes to people. It's only the government that is permitted to create the currency. But outside the government, the only way you, as an ordinary citizen of any nation that you are, can be able to access money legitimately is that it will come from people, persons who already earned it. And it will come to you through people who also earned it. And it will come to you who is a person amongst the people in that community. I'm getting excited now, guys. So people and value are a constant in the money equation. People. After the teaching today, you're going to have a heightened appreciation for people. You're going to get to appreciate people, the role that people play in becoming rich even more. Nobody gets rich without people. Nobody gets rich without people. And without people, there is no value. It is people that gives value to something. It's people that gives value to anything. Are we together? Are we together? Okay. So money also originates from people. Money originates from people. Every currency you receive, comes from people or through people before it got to you. Every currency that you receive comes from people and it came through people before it got to you. Another fact about money is that money comes to those who do things or have things that provide some level of value to many people. This is very critical. Who will get money? Who will money go to? Who will money come to? Money will come to those people who do things or those people who have things that provide some level or some degree of value to many people. If there's one thing I don't want you to understand, assuming we end this broadcast now, is that people and value are a constant in the money equation. Put that in the comment section if you're watching live. People and value are a constant in the money equation. People and value are a constant in the money equation. People and value are constant in the equation of getting money and building wealth. Let's go ahead. So we've talked a lot about, we've understood the concept of money, understood the role of people in making money. Now let's talk about value. We said people and value are constant in the money equation. You can quote me on that. So what's value? How do you define value? So value is what a specific group of people in a given location perceive as the most necessary, useful, or beneficial for their progress. This is very critical, guys. What is value? What is value? Value could be anything. What categorizes that thing as value is that it is what a specific group of people, see that keyword again, people. It is people that gives value to anything. Without people, nothing has value. We have a lot of noise and sayings and teachings about real estate and that it's one of the most things that appreciates and increases and everything. Do you know why real estate is so valuable? Real estate, talking about any form or piece of property, you know, on the land, beneath the land and above the land. It's so important because people everywhere, people anywhere, people on earth perceive the platform of earth where they can build their house, where they can do their businesses, where they can have shelters, where they can have their offices and everything. People perceive land as one of the most necessary, useful, and beneficial thing to own for them to progress in whatever endeavors. Therefore, that makes it so valuable. So value is what a specific group of people in a given location perceives as the most necessary, the most useful, and the most beneficial for their progress. So I want to say one thing here before we go to the next slide, that people always want to make progress. People always want to make progress. Every human being longs to move from the point where he is to a particular point where he wants to go. Every living thing. You know, when we were in secondary school biology, they say characteristics of living thing. One major characteristics of living thing is movement. So human beings, people always want to make progress. Any product that can help people make progress, that product will be a value to them. And if you can provide that value to people, they will give you money in exchange. Okay. Having said that, yeah, thank you, Tonte Brown. I can see people and value are constant. Yeah, thank you very much. So we understand what the concept of value is now. Now there are three basic hows about money. There are three basic hows about money, and I'd like us to talk about it. So there are three basic hows people wonder about money. Three basic hows people wonder about money. Number one is, how does money come? What we call income. How do you get an income? There's a beautiful book. I don't know if I have it around my shelf, that I would love to recommend to you. Like, everyone who's going to be a member of this community must make sure you read that book. It's a popular book by Robert Kiyosaki, The Rich Dad Poor Dad. I'm trying to look at it if I can find. You know, I used to have copies. I have copies in my house. I have copies in my office. Okay, I think I can find. Okay, I can find. So, Rich Dad Poor Dad. Rich Dad Poor Dad. You should make sure that you have a copy of that and you read that. As I'm talking about how money comes, and I'm talking about the fact that money, you don't create money, you get it from people. I remember the story he was sharing. I've read that book maybe 6 or 7 times. It's one of those books I just revisit every year as someone who's committed to build wealth. He was talking about the fact of how he was wondering how do they even make money, and he called his friend and they started using toothpaste and all that to try to create money. So they were trying to answer this basic question, how about the way money comes. Then the second basic thing about how about money is how money goes. For those of you who is watching, have you ever wondered, I earn 100,000, I earn 150,000, I earn 300,000, I earn 2 million a month, I earn 100,000 for a job. But where does the money go? I don't know where it all goes. So how money goes, which is the outcome of the income, which is what you have on ground after what you get, is also another important basic thing about money. And number three basic thing about money is how money grows. I love this one. This is what I represent. How money grows. How does it grow? How does it grow from 100,000 to 200,000 to 500,000 to 800,000 to a million to 3 million to 4 million to 5 to 7 to 8 million to 10 million? How does money grow? Critical basic stuff about money. Remember that we're talking about finance, finance growth and intelligence. And I mentioned that you cannot grow your finance beyond your level of financial intelligence. Somebody should write that down. I'm saying a whole lot of stuff that's supposed to be written down. You cannot grow your finance, you watching me, you watching the replay. You cannot grow your finance until you grow your financial intelligence. Your financial growth, your income cannot go beyond your understanding and application of financial laws and principles. So this whole session tonight is just talking about one basic fact of money, how money comes, the income side. Subsequently, we're going to be doing this thing weekly. As much as you encourage me, or I encourage myself, I'm going to be hitting your screen weekly, and we're going to be discussing real things, answering questions, proffering advices and solutions. I'll be giving recommendations. There are incredible books that I've gone through that's helped my journey in wealth building. I'm going to be sharing those with you. Okay. Now, this is what I said here. Your understanding and your application of these basic facts about money determines your financial standing. Where you stand financially, whether you are broke, whether you are rich, whether you are wealthy, your understanding of how money comes, how money goes, how money grows will determine where you stand in your financial position. One of my models, Mr. Tede Cash, used to talk about financial rapture. It is your understanding and application of this basic financial intelligence that could cause a rapture that could make you leave your friends where they are to be in a better place financially. Let's go ahead as we come to a landing. So um, we'll now discuss how money comes very briefly. So these are also important things you need to know that helps to determine how much income comes to you. Number one, the level of value you exchange for people's money. Remember, the money you're going to get is the money somebody already has. That's the word. Write it down. The money you are going to get is the money other people already have, but you're going to give value in exchange for those money. But what determines how much of those money you get? Number one, the level of value. Value is in levels, and we'll talk about it briefly. Value is not created equal. Value is not created equal. Oh, value is not created equal. Value is not created equal. I'm just looking for stuff to use as an example. Value is not created equal. This, what is this? This is a pen. This is a pen. What is this? This is a pen. They are both pen, but they are not of the same value. This this pen doesn't have a cover, but it has a holder, a design. And so if you tweak it, you could use it to write. You tweak it to the left, it goes in back, and you can also hang it in your shirt for those of you that wear executive, senators and all those things. But this one doesn't have a cover. I can't tweak it in and out. I can just put it, and it doesn't have an aesthetics value. So this one doesn't only serve as pen, it has an aesthetics value. I could use it as something fanciful that makes my dressing attractive. So the price of this obviously changes. The person who is producing and selling this particular kind of pen can sell this for as much as 1,000 naira, whereas this person can sell this only for 200 naira. So for the person who is selling this to get 1,000 naira, he needs to sell 5 pen. So the level of value that the person is exchanging here is much more than this one. So we're talking, look at the screen now, we're talking about the 3 things that determines your level of income. Number 1, the level of value that you exchange. The level of value that you exchange. A person who is polishing your shoe and a person who is editing your book, they are both working, but they are providing 2 different levels of value. The person who is managing a company and the person who is doing the gateman work or the delivery job of a logistic company, they are offering different levels of value entirely. So the second thing that determines for your income is the number of people. Again, people. Have you seen guys that in almost everything we want to talk and teach about money, it has to do with people. If you're not a people lover, if you're not a person that understands people, if you're not a psychologist by nature, if you're not a person that looks at human beings and try to observe what's making this person behave like this, what's making this group of people love this, why do they like this, what do they like? If you're not a people student, a student of people, you will not be so rich. All right, so let's go ahead. Let us go ahead. Number 2 that determines your income is the number of people, the amount of people. The more people you serve and exchange that level of value, the more people you reach. So if this guy and this guy, this is 1,000, this is 200, this guy is selling to 1,000 people, this guy is selling to 100 people, obviously this guy gets more income because he's gaining even more because of the level of value, but he's gaining more also because of the number, the volume of people. The third thing that determines your income, guys, is the capacity of the team or the system you have to provide that level of value you exchange for other people's money. This is a little bit technical, but it's not hard. So a person who produces this pen and person who produces this pen, and he has a system that's able to manufacture this. He has a system, machines, factory, processes, business that's able to manufacture 1,000 of this pen in 1 week. Therefore, he's able to manufacture 4,000, and he's able to have a distribution system nationwide that is pushing this pen in different bookstores, different stationery stores, different institutions, different schools, different exam centers, different offices, places that they will need pens. He has a whole robust distribution system. And this guy who has his system of machineries and team, company or office can only produce 100 in a week. And he doesn't even have enough robust distribution system to make this pen go around. You all know that this guy would do more. Let's take an example for a service-based business. A person who is just editing books by himself, and a person and is charging 100,000, and a person who owns a company or team of 100 editors, 100 editors, writers, 100 members of team who produce book, would definitely out earn the person who only he himself is producing the book. Only him is the system. His capacity is limited because it involves just him. But the other person's capacity is bigger because of the number of people he has in his workforce, because of the capacity of his system, which is the business that he's running. These things determine how much you earn. Let's go ahead. I talked about the fact that we're going to discuss about levels of value. We say that Value is not equally created. So, guys, I want to introduce you to a concept called the four levels of value. The four levels of value, and it's by Myron Golden. Myron Golden is actually a doctor. Dr. Myron Golden is an amazing person. Everyone who listens to me has to listen to. I cannot hide the people and the source and the places where I stream valuable content and information. And so he shared, you can go check him out on YouTube. You can take this name, Myron Golden, check him out on YouTube and make sure you follow him. Yeah. Thank you, Tonte Brown, for being active. Thank you for sharing all this content in the comment section. I appreciate that. Myron Golden said that there are four levels of value. By the way, if you go and listen to him, you'll find out that I've tweaked this value, I've tweaked the order, but the concept was on him, and I have to acknowledge that. He said the first level of value coming from the low to the high is serving or producing. He called it implementation. This is the point where you are doing the legwork, you are doing the handwork, you are doing the muscle work. So for you to get money, you have to do something. You have to move your legs. You have to go to the site. You have to go do something. You have to go do the legwork. You have to move your hands. You have to move your strength and your muscle. The guy working in the site, the Ogwaja guy, the wheelbarrow pusher, the guy who carries load on his head or on his shoulder, serving, producing, the factory worker. These are the people functioning at the implementation level of value. And that's a level, that's a phase. This is the lowest level of value according to Myron Golden. Now there's a higher level of value. And according to him, if you go and listen to him, you can search on YouTube, Myron Golden, four levels of value, or, he said that there's a minimum or an income range targeted to these people. In Nigeria, these people are usually the people within the minimum wage, right? Somewhere between 70 to, let's say, what's times 3 of 70 to 200,000, 70 to 200,000, 70 to 200,000. If you go into the IT space, you can say 70 to 700,000, creating websites, creating apps, and some of all the stuff. But if you leave the IT space, it's between 70 to 200,000, where, oh, you work in a bread factory, oh, you work as the logistics, the person who drives the bike or the vehicle in a logistic company, you're in the implementation side. The next level of value is the communicating and leading. This level of value involves that you're using your mind, you're using your mouth, and you're using your hands. You don't need to walk around too much, but you're walking. You don't need to move from point A to point B too much, but you are walking. You only walk, or you mostly walk, with your mind, a lot of thinking, and with your mouth, a lot of communicating. You could use your hand like I've been using, gesticulating. Examples of jobs or work under this category is selling. Examples of work under this category of level of value is selling. The ability to sit in a place or stay in a place, think, use your mind, use your mouth, use your gesticulation, and persuade and convince somebody to get the value you're offering him through a product. Those people, they earn way much. A salesperson earn on an average between 200,000 in Nigerian naira to 2 million at least per month. At least per month. They are far beyond the minimum wage. But that's a level. Now let's go higher. The third level of value is the point of management or managing. At this point, it is about, he calls it unification. Here you are trying to order and to organize and to harmonize people. So You are using your mind, you're using your mouth, and you're using your men. Here you've become a team leader. Here you're not just a salesperson, you're a sales leader. You have people under you who you motivate to sell, and in every of their sale, you have a commission on it. These people earn even way much more than the people who um, do the direct selling themselves, because these persons who become managers and leaders have something to earn from the work of every member of their team. If a member of their team can earn, let's say, ₦1,000,000, and they have 20% of ₦1,000,000, that's them earning 200,000 just by organizing, the people who do the work, who do the communicating work. So this is quite a higher level. And then the highest of levels, according to Myron Golden, is the creating level. Call it creating offers levels. Here you use more of your mind and your money. Your mind and your money. Of course, at this point, you've made a lot of money, so you could create ideas, bankroll the ideas, and have your ideas fly. The person who has the company, that has the managers, that has the salesmen, that has the delivery, the service fulfillment guys, make the more money than the service fulfillment guys, than the salespeople, than the managers of the salespeople. Those people make more money. At the point you're able to create value, you're able to create companies, you're able to create organizations, you're able to create businesses. You work with your mind and you work with your money. We're supposed to add money there. Mind and money moves. You work with mind, you work with money, and you get a whole lot of things done. I want to ask a question. Where are you in the hierarchy of value? Where are you in the hierarchy of value? Where are you? Where are you? Choose your path. Where are you? Are you are you an implementer? Do you serve? Are you Anytime you think about money, are you thinking of what to do, what to do, what to do? At the point of creating, they think about what to have that will give them money, not what to do. If I have this company, if I have this structure, if I have this software, if I have this app. So someone like Elon Musk, he just goes and buys, he secures a software, secures a system, and he has it. And he just thinks of an idea, put a lot of funds in there, and that becomes a thing. And then he will be having money as a result of having that thing, not as a result of doing anything, not as a result of fulfilling any service, not as a result of even selling anything, not as a result of even managing anybody or people that sell anything, just as a result of creating assets. All right, let's go ahead for time's sake. So we are 39 minutes into this, boy. So let's see how we can wrap this up and bring it in a landing. This was supposed to be a 30-minute session, but then whenever I get into the energy of communicating and teaching, I'm doing what I love. And so I just can't help but to explain further. Let's go ahead. So we're still talking about one critical basic thing about money, which is how money comes. We're talking about incomes. We've talked about things that determine for your income. We have talked about the different levels of value. Now let's talk about the 6 ways people get money. According to me, according to David Obiner, there are 6 ways I think people get money. There may be more. If you discover any more, you can put it in the comment section. I would love to learn. If you're learning anything, if you're gaining any value, please put it in the comment section. If you're taking anything away, put it in the comment section. Put it in the comment section. I want to see what you're learning. I love to get feedback from my students, my participants, my trainees. I want to get feedback. If this was valuable to you, put it out there. So there are 6 ways people get money. How money comes. Number 1 is to steal. And just by hearing the word steal, we just know that that's an X. That's a no. But if you steal, you get money. And this is the most crazy, stupid, dumb, ignorant form of getting money, because you think that the money in the other man's hand, the money in other people's hand, you need to go either cunningly to collect it, else you cannot have it. Boy, you are the most uneducated person on earth for you to think that the only way that you can get the money in other people's hand is to steal it. But unfortunately, we live in a world where people do it. People steal for a living. When you see somebody, some person, what they call Yahoo Yahoo in Nigeria, is basically stealing. Internet fraud. Fraud is another word for stealing. But that's how people get money. But it's illegal. It's not recommended. It's the most what's the word? It's the most unrefined means where people get money. But that's the way. Number two is to seek. Is to seek money. Nigerians like this one. Oh, I'm looking for money. I'm looking for money. I just define like 500,000. I define like find me 2K. Find me, find me just 10K there. I beg if you find me, Nigerians are seeking for money. They are seeking. Let me tell you something about seeking for money. Money is never found by those people looking for it. That's a word right there. Boy, that's a word right there. Money is never found by those people looking for money. You don't get money looking for money. You get money providing value to people. You don't get money by looking for money. Where is it? Where is it? It's in people's pocket. You don't if you find money just looking for money, you will steal. You find money, you discover money, you what do you call encounter money providing value to people. You even encounter much money by creating or building or securing a system that provides value for people. Number three way people get money is by serving. They serve. They work. They work. Oh, you hear a question like, what do you do? Oh, I'm an accountant in XYZ organization. I'm a realtor. I am a this. They exchange their time, their energy, their attention, their skills to 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 do something for somebody, to polish a shoe for somebody, to clean a house for somebody, to fix a phone for somebody, to braid the hair for somebody, to barb the hair for somebody, to fix something for somebody, to do something for somebody that is of value to that person in exchange for money. They serve. Some do it as a job, like proper work. Some do it as a one-off service. But serving and working is one way people get money. And this is the basic and the most minimum thing you can do to earn money. Serving. It's not bad, it's not the ideal, but that's the most minimum. Because it's the most minimum because it takes a lot from you and gives you a little. For you to be a cleaner, for instance, to serve as a cleaner, say in a bank or something, and they're paying you 75,000, say for instance, you go to the bank for about 8 hours every day, always cleaning. Your 8 hours of your 24 hours, you sleep for 8 hours. Then you wake up after the 8 hours. Before you dress, do this, maybe 2, 3 hours. You journey to work, maybe another 1 hour. You spend another 8 hours at work. Then spend another like 1 hour coming back, going to the market, interacting with family and friends. Your life, your time is your life. Your time is your life. Time is not money. Time is more than money. You can make money through time, but time is not on the same par with money. Time is way above money. So you don't put them on the same class, right? Time is way above money. So saving, I am saying here, is one of the least ways or the least ways to legally get money. But you can start from there. But of course, too, you cannot maximize saving if you don't have good skills. So for you to earn money through service, you must upskill. You must have a more refined, better skill so that you don't have to serve with muscles. So you serve with your mind. So you serve with your mouth. That leads us to the next way people get money, by selling. People trade something of value and make a profit on it. That's actually one of the most exceptional, exceptionally fast way to make money aside business and investment. If you want to make money fast, sell something. If you want to make money even way faster, sell something that has high profits to more people. If you want to make money tremendously faster, sell something that has high profits through many people. Have a team, a network of people who sell something for you, or who you have a commission or a percentage of profit from the sales that they make. You get rich like crazy. And that's why I love the real estate space. The real estate space is a high ticket space. It's one of those spaces where we trade high value. We don't sell things of 2K, things that profit is 2K. Sell things that one deal, one sale, one transaction you make 200K, 500K, 2M. That's the realm. And that's the realm of wealth and riches. That's the realm, if I sell something, I'm getting 2,000 naira, and max I can sell in a day is five of those, and that's 10,000 naira a day. If I sell something that I can get 300,000 naira and I sell two or three a day, that's like almost a million. That's 900,000 in a day. That's more sensible. That gives me more hope that I can make money. Okay. Another way people make money is to settle. Remember, I try to put all these things in SSS: to steal, to seek, to serve, to sell, to set up, to secure. So another way money comes to you, one of the way people get money is to set up machines, to set up structures, to set up systems, to set up businesses that provides value and now makes profits, and now they have money in that profit. The final way people make money is to secure. And that talks about securing assets, securing investments, securing shares, securing bonds, securing things that makes you rich, not things that take money from you. Securing lands, securing rental properties, securing commercial properties, securing assets. So another question for you: how do you make money? How does money come to you? You don't have to put it in the comment section, but assess yourself. Where are you in the level of value? That's one. Number two, how does money come to you? How does money come to you? Stealing is wrong. Seeking is wrong. I didn't talk much about seeking. Seeking is where you are begging people. Chonum, chonum, find me something, find me. That will remove your value, reduce your value as a human being. It will make you not to have good relationship. It will make people, you repel people. You don't attract quality people by being a beggar. Have you not seen in those junctions where Rumokoro and all that, you see all these Fulani children, they just come to you, holding you, begging. Somebody has legs, he has head, he has brain, he has a mind, he has eyes, he has everything. He just prefers to beg. To beg for money is dehumanizing and disgraceful to the God who created you. God created you in his own image, with a mind, with a creative mind. And all you could do is just to beg somebody. Some people even beg creatively. You dress and go to a junction, you just, look good and like, just help me, let me just, at the end of the day, they're able to wreck 3,000, 10,000 or whatever, begging. So you can start with saving, but I don't always advise that as a financial growth advisor. I say that if you're broke, if you need to get rich quick, if you want to get rich from nothing, start from selling. Find something of value. Find a specific group of people that have a particular problem that thing will solve, and market and sell the hell out of that thing and make crazy profit from it. You could do it in this season of Christmas, December. You could do it anytime. You could do it anytime you're broke. But start with that. Start with doing the thing of selling. And don't sell anyhow. Don't sell 1,000. Except you're testing your selling skills. You're selling 100, something you get 100 naira, 2,000. Sell serious things. Grow up to setting up, from that thing you're selling, start creating a system so that people can be selling for you. From there, you grow to the level where you could secure things, where you could create or you could secure things that when you have, it brings money to you. Properties, intellectual properties, assets, and every other kind of thing that once you have, it brings money to you. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the last lap of this training. Oh my God. Start by selling. Start by selling. Yeah, yeah. Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Princess. I appreciate you. So start by selling. We're going to bring this to a landing. This is the last slide we're going to talk about. And if you have questions, you can put it there in the comment section. So there are two kinds of income. There are two kinds of money that comes to you. There are two kinds of money that comes to you. Now we have known how money comes. Let me tell you the two kinds of money that comes to every individual. The first is what is called the earned income. Earned income, just like the word implies, you have to do something to have this thing so that you can earn it. You have to do something, go through some processes so that you earn the money. And so you hear people say, my hard earned money. I cannot waste my hard earned money. Myron Golden, an amazing model of mine I've told you guys about, said something about this kind of income. He said, poor people feel like everything is too expensive because they pay for things with their earned income. Poor people, people who lack, people who don't always have money, and people who will never have money enough, they always feel that everything is expensive, even when it's not. They feel everything is expensive or too expensive. The reason is because they are paying for that thing with money that they have worked hard, exchanged so much time, which is their life. Remember, if you didn't get anything from this session, to your time is not money. Time is not money. Time is not in the category of where money is. Time is much more than money. If you have the option, give money, keep time. Give money, keep time. Give money to buy time. Give money to redeem time, the Bible says. So they pay for it with the exchange. This is it. Somebody goes, somebody wants to buy a car. Somebody wants to buy a car, and the car is 20 million. And um he earns, let's say, 5 million naira a year. 5 million naira a year. So he can save 4 million naira, assuming he's frugal. So he works for 5 years to get 4 million naira each year to get a car of 20 million. So what the car cost him is not just 20 million. The car has cost him 4 years of his working life and working time and everything. Not to talk of the brain power and skills he's exchanging there, his energy, his attention, his time. He doesn't have freedom. He has to work back to back to back, work all kinds of shifts to squeeze that money out, and then exchanges it for a car. Another person wants to buy the same car, 20 million. He works, he uses that money to acquire things that will give him money, and in 6 years he buys that car and he still has money coming to him. That's a different approach to, acquiring luxury and liabilities like would like. So end income here, you get money by doing. So I used to say something in some of my financial trainings that at a level in this income game, you get money by doing things. At a level also in this income game, you get money by having things. So you earn money at the level of doing and you receive money at the level of having. If you're at the level of doing, you want to grow to the level of having, where you don't have to work too much. You don't even have to work. You just have to have. You just have to have something. If you're a parent or an aspiring parent, look forward to your children having leverage. Look forward to getting things for your children that because of those things they don't have to toil too much. Not everybody has to start from scratch. Some people have to start from leverage, right? You get to trade your time, you get to trade your attention, your skills to earn money. And I said the issue with this is that you must keep doing something to keep having money. You must keep doing to keep having. And it's not wise. In this kind of income, you are literally exchanging your life, which is God's capital, just for money, which is not worth it. The wisdom in finance is that you exchange some portion and use that portion to acquire things that would give you money and freedom, so you can be free to go and do what the creator, the one who created you and give you life, wants you to do, to exchange your life to do. Life is like an expendable resource. It's like money itself, and you can measure life in time. So but the time was not given to exchange all for money. You exchange a portion of it for money, use most of that money as capital to build things that give you money, while you are free to use the remaining rest of the life and time to exchange for God, for fulfilling the purpose of God. That's the proper arrangement. So we talk about leveraged income. Leverage income. Here, you receive money. You receive money by having something. Here you get money. You don't earn. You don't work hard. You just receive money. You receive money by having something. You receive money by owning something. You receive money as other people trade their time, their attention, their effort and skill. This, ladies and gentlemen, leverage income is the kind of income that makes for wealth. This, ladies and gentlemen, is the kind of income that makes you rich. We're going to bring this training here to an ending, but as we end, let it stick to you that every time you think of money, you think of wealth, you think about your financial life, your goal should be to be at the state where your leveraged income is able to meet all your need and even more, so that working is now a choice, selling is now a choice. It's not in a must, right? So ladies and gentlemen, I hope we've been able to gain so much value. I hope you got something from this about 1 hour session. If it was valuable for you, put it in the comment section. If you are new to this YouTube channel, David Obinna, subscribe to it. So much value like this is going to be coming your way. Some weeks I am going to be bringing my mentors, people who have taught me about money, finance, business growth, people who I learn from. I'm going to be hosting them on this platform, and it's going to be incredible. Share the link with your friend. If you are watching the replay, you could put hashtag replay. Make sure you say something. Make sure you subscribe. Make sure that's what I can get. I told you in the copy that I invited you here, I'm not going to sell anything to you yet. I'm not going to sell. Selling is not bad. Selling is good. I could recommend, like I've recommended this book, um, um, Rich Dad Poor Dad. Go find it. I have another book that I recommend to members of this community, Secrets of the Millionaire Mind, T. Harv Eker. Go find them, subscribe to them, get them. They are going to help your thinking. Next week, I'll announce the incredible stuff we're going to be talking about. If you're not on the WhatsApp platform, and you're watching this on YouTube, go on Facebook and search for David Obinna. You know my face, you know my profile. When you find it, try to chat up so that we can add you to the WhatsApp platform. We're building a community of wealth-minded people who are committed to building and sustaining wealth in their lifetime. Till I come your way again, this is David Obinna, your prosperous educator, and I will see you soon. Peace.